Hey guys, it's Terry Vanover here with Choosing to Rise. I'm a divorce strategist. I help you come through this time, help you navigate divorce so that you can come through it without being legally, financially, and emotionally devastated. But even more importantly, I help you to heal from this so that you don't repeat getting into a toxic relationship again and repeat the 70% second marriage divorce rate. So I go live every week and we talk about topics related to divorce and how to heal from this devastating process. And I'm here to help you with any resources, any support you need, especially now. So I thought a good topic this week would be how to handle the anxiety and stress that maybe you're feeling right now. I'm going to give some tips, some real good tips for you to walk away with. And before I forget, I have a 3-day healing workshop tonight, tomorrow night, and Friday night. I forgot to mention it on my other page, so I want to make sure I mention it, that you tune in tonight because we are going to be doing a 3-day, it's a free workshop on how to handle being quarantined with someone you can't stand. And look, maybe you're not quarantined with them in the household, but maybe you have to deal with them on a regular basis. So this would be a really good time to up your strategies, up your armor, so to speak, so that you can be ready to deal with like a toxic person. Um, so we're talking about like anxiety, right? So how do you deal with it? Okay, so I'm going to give some real practical advice here and then some other stuff that's going to take a little more time. But the first thing when you're dealing with anxiety, right? Okay, of course, getting mindful, getting still with yourself, putting in that meditation practice. And the first step is to just breathe. Just breathe. Go back to your breath. I do it all the time. My children practice it, and I tell you, I love that because I'm a different mother with my youngest, right? I'm remarried and I have a little baby girl. Like she practices it and she'll tell us, I just need to meditate. She did it when we started T-ball and she struggled like transitioning into T-ball and she would go off and meditate. And I was like, oh, good for her. So breathe, just get back to your breath. Sometimes focusing on the breath, getting out of your mind, getting, back into your breath is the first and best thing you can possibly do. And then understand that your thoughts are not reality. We oftentimes get caught up in our own thoughts. So question your thoughts. So, Byron Katie, she's like this master coach. I just adore her. She teaches that, our thoughts are not our reality. But the thing is, we take them as reality, that it's true, that it's real. It's not real. So when you have the thought, the world is ending, not necessarily true, not true at all. So this is just a moment in time. This is just will pass. So questioning your thoughts, questioning your beliefs, just getting mindful about that, because I think sometimes we allow those thoughts to come in and we take them at face value. This person hates me. Just questioning that, like, that's not true. Or even the thought, let's get like really, if someone is stressing you out, that thought right there, this person is stressing me out. That's a thought. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to get attached to that. You don't have to do that. You could just go, no, they're not. You can make a different choice just by understanding that your thought is not reality. So if you're struggling with that, like just stop and question that. I did that recently, actually. I did something with, I don't know, it was something it was interesting because I tend to, I'll be honest, I take it out like most people and your significant other, they're our safe place, right? Um, so you have to kind of, I had this thought about my husband. I don't know. He doesn't love me, or he did this to me, or something. That's kind of like, and I recognized that and went, oh, that's not true. I don't have to believe that. I don't have to get caught up in that. And so understanding that we are not our thoughts, and that thoughts are not reality. Secondly, Eckhart Tolle does talks about that. Tara Brach talks about that. A lot of great spiritual teachers. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. Okay, the second thing is, no, we're on the third thing. So I'm adding more as I'm doing my videos. Okay, so then the other thing is, so besides questioning your thoughts, right, and not getting wrapped up in those thoughts, is if you find yourself asking the question, what if? I love this one. What if I lose my job? What if my ex tries to kick me out of the house? What if, what if, what if? And you start going that rabbit hole of anxiety and worry and da da da, right? And here's the thing, half the time, not even half the time, you never even question that. You just start going, yeah, what if, what if, what if? Stop doing that and answer the what if. Answer the what if. What if I lose my job? Okay, I have a resume. I'll get another resume together. I'll start applying for blah, 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 blah. Like, you get practical, and then your brain starts coming up with solutions. So you stop kind of going down the rabbit hole. So stop yourself going down the rabbit hole and answer that question. What if I never move out of the house with my husband and I hate living here? Oh, okay. So then you go, okay, that's not real. That won't happen. It might be delayed for 2 months. I'll go stay with a friend, yada, yada, yada. So answer the what ifs and stop going down the rabbit hole of the what if. Okay. And then the last thing I want you to do or think about doing is getting mindful, getting still with yourself, learning to really get to the deep, deep inner work. And this is where, I have helped so many of my clients getting to the root of the anxiety. Oftentimes, the anxiety triggers deep, deep, deep insecurities. So I had a client last week, and actually, here's the thing, he works in the restaurant industry. So, when we were talking about some of his earlier, his toxic relationship patterns are starting to resurface, or he's being pulled back to those toxic relationships patterns with his ex-wife. The work that we're doing is keeping him from doing that, but the anxiety kind of triggered some of those deep insecurities. But because we have been getting to the root of the anxiety, we've been doing the deep, deep healing work with his mother, because the toxic relationship that he has with his ex-wife is really from his mother. It's unresolved relationship he has with his mother. But because we've been doing the work, he recognizes that anxiety and he's not pulled into it, and he's not pulled into those old patterns. So I help my clients permanently alleviate anxiety, because I believe that anxiety is really your body's way of signifying that there's something deeper that you need to resolve. And once you resolve that deeper issue, the anxiety is released. And I'm a walking sign of that as well. I used to walk around with a lot of anxiety, and because I've healed myself a lot of all of those, again, I believe that healing work, it's, always ever ongoing, but because it's those deeper emotional issues are resolved and healed, I rarely does something trigger my anxiety. And if it does, it's very quick and it's very easily resolvable, and I recognize it for what it is and I let it go. So, like, if you haven't seen that post I did on someone shaming me, because I've done so much work on releasing shame, I recognize it pretty quickly and let it go. But so anxiety is really unresolved deeper issues. And once you get to those deeper issues, resolving those deep issues within yourself from your childhood with your parents, these adult things go away. They resolve themselves. The anxiety goes away because your body is letting go of that stuff. Your anxiety is really, for me, it's a signal that something deeper is going on and you need to resolve it. So look, like I said, I've shared with you all the deep work that I've done with releasing shame and releasing, toxic relationships, helping my clients release those toxic relationships. I have been divorced a couple of times, actually. And I've learned the healing strategies that you need to get through this. I know all the mistakes that you can make when you're going through divorce. So that's why I do what I do. I went through a horrible divorce where I lost my mom, I lost my marriage, I was homeless, I was hit by a van, so I lost my health and had to have a couple of surgeries. So talk about a shitstorm time in my life, been there, done that. And the thing that I learned about it was it was really particularly devastating for me because I was just in chaos and overwhelmed and made a lot of mistakes during that time. And when I came through it, I wanted to help other people not make those mistakes. I want you to be in a place of clarity and not so much anxiety and overwhelm and chaos during this time. I want to give you the right resources and the right clarity so that you're not making the same mistakes that left me homeless and broke and financially unstable, which I was really proud of myself at that time. And so to be in that place was really shameful for me. And so I don't want other people to make those mistakes. But not only that, so here's the thing, not only that, I learned how to heal from it, heal the shame, heal my childhood traumas that I went through because I was making those mistakes in my adult relationships. So not only that, not only do I want to help you navigate this process logistically and clearly and walk through this better and financially and save you time, money, and heartache, but I want you to break those old toxic relationship patterns so that you can go on and have healthy relationships after this. And it is possible. Even though I went through a devastating 2.5, 20 grand divorce, I'm now friends with my ex-husband. He's coming over tonight. We're having a birthday party for my son. We are co-parent 50-50. We communicate very well. We're there to support our kids. We help each other out when we can. And I've gone on to speak about this topic all over the country. I've written two books. And now I help other people do this. I live my life purpose, and I know that if I can do it, you can make your dreams come true. You can come through this and come out of it even better than before you got married. I really do believe that. So listen, I want you to join me tonight. I'm doing a workshop, a free workshop, a 3-day workshop, healing workshop, right? So again, I'm calling it, if you're quarantined with your ex, join me. But look, even if you have to deal with a high conflict ex, you got a toxic person in your relationship, great time to join me, get some tips and strategies. Okay, so that post is in our group. I look forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, if you need any resources, reach out to me. I'm here. I do complimentary phone calls. I'm happy to help in any way I can. That's what I'm here for. All right, y'all. Listen, stay healthy, stay in, do your best, and I look forward to getting to know you. All right, talk to you soon.